Overpopulation, Chris Bennett.
Do you know when the world first had 1 billion people? 1804. Do you know when we had 2 billion people? 1927. Did you know that we added 1 billion people in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and in 2 more years we're going to have 7 billion people? On one hand, this is very impressive, but on the other hand, this is very concerning, because every human needs to eat, and we're having increasing shortages of food. In the last 200 years, we've been able to keep up our food requirements through several technology ways. First, just natural science. We've been able to enrich the soil, increase our irrigation methods, the spacing of plants, and how we align them so that they get the most sunlight. We've been able to use chemicals to keep bugs from eating our plants, but we know that they are carcinogenic. And we've been able to use genetic modification to make plants smell bad to bugs and to increase the number of ears on a stalk of corn. So we've been able to increase the yield of our food. But these advances in food science won't be enough to meet the rising population need. The United Nations estimates that we'll reach 8 billion people in the year 2025, 9 billion in 2050, and that we'll get to some level of sustainability of 10 billion people in the year 2200. And I say sustainability, but really that's limited by how much food we can produce. And it's not as if food will just cease to exist. What happens is that the prices of food will increase. The International Monetary Fund has been tracking the prices of staples such as wheat, corn, sugar, soy products, and rice. All of these, since 2000 to the middle of 2008, have tripled in price. Now, you and I don't see that price fluctuation very much. We're an exporting country in America. But the people who feel the pain are our neighbors in Honduras and in Haiti. Let me read you a quote from Sylvia St. Fleur, a Haitian, a factory worker in her 50s who was recently laid off. Listen to her words. The thing that destroys the country is that you can't buy anything. This high cost of living is killing us in Haiti. High cost of living in Haiti? But there's good news. You and I, as Americans and leaders of the free trade world, can take steps to improve and even avoid a food crisis in the future. I'm going to ask each of you to consider 3 sacrifices: a political sacrifice, a professional sacrifice, and a personal sacrifice. Politically, no matter what your party says, I want you to vote for free trade for any food staples. As a basic human need, we should not be imposing import or export tariffs on any kind of food staples. Secondly, in your professional life, in the advice you give to your kids and to your grandkids of what kind of career choices to make, I recommend that you outsource as much as you can. We know that as each country's income level increases, that the population rate goes down. In fact, Japan and Italy both have negative population growth rates. So we can avoid a food crisis by increasing the per capita income of our poorer countries. Thirdly, and this is the most difficult to accept, a personal sacrifice. I ask you to never buy organics. Buy farm fresh, yes. Buy healthy, yes. But organic food, by definition, you cannot use even safe chemicals and pesticides, and you cannot use genetically modified food. And every acre of organic food does not produce nearly as much, not even half as much food as what the limits of our food science can produce in a regular acre. So every time you buy organic, you are increasing the price for Sylvia St. Floyd. So I urge you, I beg you, to consider these sacrifices today so that we have a better world tomorrow. This is Christmas.